Well, Chris, thank you so much for helping my project. Could you say a couple words about yourself?
My name is Chris Rinker. I own a boat dealership by the name of Rinker's Boat World. I am a Formula One tunnel boat driver, and I have 3 family members that also race with us, 2 sons and my dad, who's 80 years old.
Do you sell sailboats?
We do not sell sailboats.
Oh, okay.
Everything we have burns gas.
Excellent. I just had this dream of sailing around the world, so I had to ask.
No problem.
What got you into boats?
My grandfather started a boat manufacturing company in 1945. So I'm 3rd generation, and we've been boat racing probably since the 30s. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we had a little bit of a hiccup. My dad was here working in the oil industry in the 80s, and the bottom dropped out. And we ended up going to Indiana, picking up a boat from my uncle who owned Rinker Boat Company, and ended up selling it on the side of the road and driving back to Indiana and getting another one. And that's kind of how our Cinderella story started.
That's awesome. How fast do these boats go that you race?
So last year I set a world speed record at 127.27 miles an hour.
On the water?
On the water, yep.
Wow.
It's 16.5 foot long, all carbon fiber tunnel boat.
Wow. Is that a boat or a plane on water?
Pretty good question. It's a little combination of both for sure.
That's pretty amazing. Do you do this down here?
We just
locally?
raced in Port Neches,
Okay.
and out of 15 boats, I ended up 2nd. I was leading the race probably 3/4 of the race, and we have power assist steering. It failed, and so basically I had a tiger by the tail inside the cockpit and got wore out, and the guy finally got around me that I was battling and ended up 2nd, but it was a good race.
That's awesome. And now you're into pickleball, or have you been in pickleball for a long time?
No, I mean, this is our first little league, and me and my wife are loving it, so it's a lot of fun for sure.
Well, it sounds like you like exploration and pushing the limits. And
Absolutely.
I was wondering if you knew NASA's planning to send astronauts back to the moon.
No, I haven't heard that, but I do like the sound of it.
Some people have doubts in terms of why we're spending money on going back to the moon versus taking care of problems on the Earth or something else. I was wondering what your thoughts were on that.
I mean, it's definitely a strange time right now. There's a lot of different ways we could spend our money, but exploration is always something we've done well, and if we don't do it, who's going to? So I think we should be out there, and I think there's enough money out there if we just manage it right to be able to do it and do it well and still take care of our country and people and do the right thing.
In 200 years, whenever you look at the future of humanity, what does it look like to you?
It's a really, really good question. I'd like to think not a tremendous amount different than where we're at now. Obviously, technology is going to be, and motor vehicles, and life is going to be completely different. I have no idea. I don't have that great of imagination when it comes to stretching that far out, but I think it would be really cool to know.
Do you think we're playing pickleball on the moon to Mars at that point, or we're still just sort of doing these little trips?
I think we might be. It'll be inside with some sort of spherical gravity machine, but yes, I think that's possible.
Now, if you could, would you take a trip to space?
Absolutely.
How far would you go?
I'd have to talk to my wife, but I would give up a year or 2 to be out there.
Well, that's awesome. Chris, I really appreciate getting to talk to you. Thank you for participating in my project.
Heck yeah.